So also joining us, retired four-star General Jack Keane, chairman of the Institute for the Study of War and Fox News senior strategic analyst. Good to have you with us, General Keane. Your overall reaction to Secretary of State Rubio's hearing today, what stood out for you?
Well, first of all, just, Secretary Rubio's grasp of what's happening. The United States obviously is the world's global leader. President Trump has literally advocated his leadership throughout the entire continent of the United States and in the Western Hemisphere, and certainly in Europe, in the Middle East, and in the Indo-Pacific region. And he has a tremendous grasp of the complexity of all of that, what our policies are, and also willing to discuss the execution. I think the most interesting part certainly was Venezuela, which was the focus of the hearing. And listen, we have a tendency to forget what a short period of time this really is. As you said, it's almost 4 weeks. And when we extracted Maduro, a brilliant campaign out of there, now we're dealing, with the thugs that are left behind and trying to work transition government with them. And as of now, they're cooperating, and that's a good thing. We're cutting down the narco traffic that's going on and the criminal activity and achieving some of the stability, putting in some economic assistance for the people, but also staying focused on what the real goal is here. We don't want to get too comfortable with these thugs. We want to make certain that we're transitioning to a democratic form of government, get all the political prisoners out, and let people start to express their political views, let civil society begin to return, and let's put this place on a path to a democratic government where the people truly are electing the people they want in charge.
Yeah, I thought he made several times the point that the people of Venezuela are the biggest beneficiaries of the removal of Maduro. And when you talk about how recent it was, every time I see that photo of him sort of grimacing with, two special ops forces on either side of him holding his arms, it's pretty extraordinary what was pulled off here. But Delcy Rodriguez is starting to sort of push back. She doesn't like the overbearing, I guess was her word, presence of the United States in terms of what they can and cannot do. The next step is tricky in terms of the democracy that you talk about as the goal, General.
I would imagine the incumbents, although they've likely been told that's what the objective is, they want to hold on to their lifestyle, the riches they have, as long as they possibly can. And I think we have a huge amount of leverage here, Martha, with them, quite frankly. And if we need to put a finger in their chest and tell them really what's going to happen, if they don't move in that direction, I think we have the stomach to do that and certainly the means to achieve it. So, yeah, it may come to that, but hopefully it doesn't. But if it needs to be, certainly we'll do that.
Yeah, and you look at the potential domino impact on Cuba, which we just spoke about with the spokesperson, and even on Iran, who was a big client, essentially, of Venezuela. General Keane, thank you very much. Always appreciate you joining us. Thank you, sir.